My wife and I are just in the early stages of dabbling in BDSM. Yay, welcome. We are still unsure of what we want to try. And do you have any recommendations for a very new couple to this world to try? We have currently been doing sensory play mixed in with bondage. Just want to keep spicing things up and not letting it plateau, resulting in the sex life dwindling. Awesome question, Luke. So glad that you and your wife are here and in this lifestyle and exploring. And I wish you all the best on your journey through the kinky buffet. And yeah, I do have a few suggestions. Right off the bat, it seems like you're doing some really great things that I would already suggest. You're saying that you do sensory play and some bondage. Those are two great options for beginners. I've actually done a full-length video on YouTube called the 10 best types of BDSM play for newbies, or 10 best types of play for BDSM newbies. However it's phrased, you can probably find it on my BDSM newbies playlist, which I would highly recommend that you check out in addition to that video specifically. But go watch that video because I have 10 of my top play ideas if you're new, if you are starting this out. And a couple of those ideas that if you watch the video, that you'll find in the video, I talk about starting out with some sex games, like some board games that you can buy at like an adult store, things like that. Love Honey. I love Love Honey. Some sex games that, and why I recommend this for like brand new kinky couples is a lot of the times because it is so exploratory and you're not really sure where you want to go, where you need to go, all of that. The sex games and things like that can really give the dominant some confidence because the sex game kind of creates the structure and creates the exploration. And neither you or your partner, dominant or submissive, are like responsible for the exploration process. The game kind of facilitates that. And so I found that that can take a lot of pressure off of couples. But it encourages creativity and fun. Another thing I would highly recommend, which again you will find in the video, is role play, because it can really be not only fun, but really releasing and freeing to wear a different costume or a different wig or outfit or something, take on a little bit of a different persona that you might want to explore, and then allow that persona, whatever new energy is coming up for you, to kind of guide the type of play that you do. So role play is a really great one as well. I would say go slow. Don't get burnt out, because that frenzy can happen and you get this fear of, I don't want to go back to vanilla. I don't want things to dwindle, whatever. And so you like just jump in and try whatever you can. And that in of itself causes the burnout. So we don't want to do that. Start slow, right? Explore. Really give yourself permission to really fully experience that new experience without going, that's good, what else? That's good, what else? It's, this is so good, and what do I like about it? Because slowing down and figuring out what do I like about what we just did can help you find new territory to pursue as well. So go slow, take your time, and allow yourself to really embrace, okay, we tried this, we didn't like it. And another thing here, be open and curious and springboard off of what's working. You know, you may not know how you want to play or what you want to try, but what do you want to feel? What do you want to feel physically and emotionally? You may not know the types of play you want to try, but you often will know how you want to feel. How you want to feel emotionally and physically. So lean into that, and then also springboard off of things that are working. So you mentioned bondage. Okay, well, find new bondage equipment. If you're using bondage tape, okay, maybe get some bondage cuffs, or maybe get a hog tie or whatever. Like, if bondage is already working, okay, we can check that off as, oh yeah, we like this. So chances are you're going to continue to like other acts of bondage. So allow what's already working to kind of springboard your interests just organically there. That can also be used in the reverse. Let's say, you know, you as a dominant said a comment to your submissive that was on the degrading side, and you were expecting it to like sink into subspace, and she was like, excuse me? Don't fucking ever say that to me again, right? It just backfired on you. okay, then typically degradation play, humiliation play, not gonna be in the wheelhouse. So you don't have to have experienced everything to kind of get a feel for what you might be into. But I have my newbie bundle, my BDSM newbie bundle on Patreon. You're already a patron. Check out that newbie bundle. There's 7 different downloads in there. I've got a reward guide, a punishment guide. I've got a personality checklist. But the most important thing, especially for this discussion or personality list, but for this discussion, a kink checklist. And I think on this kink checklist, which is in my BDSM newbie bundle on Patreon, I have, I believe, over 130 activities on that checklist. That's a great place for you guys to start. Okay, go through that checklist. You're not going to be able to check off a lot of things that you have experience for, but what it will do is give you language. So you can be going down, you know, the list, and you come up with a term that you're not familiar with. You do a little search. Oh, that sounds interesting. Piqued my interest a little bit. Okay, let's maybe put some interest down for there.